Today I'm going to walk you through the setup of my Nude Filofax Original in the personal size. I have various other planner setups, but this is going to be my January 2016 planner, kicking it off into the new year kind of thing. Currently it is December 31st. I'm going to move out of my December planner. This was the Lilac Kiki K Time Planner or Life Planner Gold Dot thingy mabobber that was really popular at the beginning of, what was that, like 2015, I think. I got this in March. I still have no idea when I actually received this and did an unboxing video. I always link it, but I always forget. And I didn't use it until this past month. You can see it's kind of chunky, so it holds a lot. I have a like basic setup video of this in my December Plan With Me monthly view. But pretty much I'm going to be moving all of these tabs over into my Nude Filofax. It's going to be set up pretty much the exact same way. The first really thick chunky tab here is my calendar, and I already tried to film this once, but this little guy lives on my little front divider there, and he always goes from planner to planner, so I'm gonna move him over. Then I have the month on 2-page kind of spread. This is what I have the Plan With Me on. Then I have the weekly spreads, which it's really hard to get into routines. This is this week. It's really hard to get back into routines when you were on Christmas kind of vacation and all you did was just decorate after the fact and write in what you did after the fact. So getting into routines is like super hard. But I then have the daily pages with my Christmas countdown still in here. And then the next tab is my blog, Etsy, and YouTube. And I have, just like the calendar tab, I have a main tab and then I have the divider tabs for the blog, for Etsy, and for Etsy and then for YouTube. And then I have my finances section. I have my routines or home section, which I have a whole video on using routines in my planner. Then I have like a notes section with various notes pages that are themed for the time. And then I have I have an extra little divider that holds my 2 front-loading or top-loading envelopes from Filofax and then a fly leaf in the back. So I'm going to be moving this setup into my Nude Filofax, but first I wanted to go over something that I did to make a plan for my 2016 planner. I know that's kind of crazy, but I will link a post down below on my blog about coming up with, you know, what you might need a planner for, what you're going to be using a planner for, how to choose a size, that kind of thing. And I like planner videos that are all about the functionality of what you're actually using in your planner. So I have my 2016 planner, like general planner, and then I have a Carpe Diem that I got for Christmas that I'm actually going to go into using for my blog, Etsy, and YouTube scheduling and social media calendar, editorial calendar kind of thing. I used to have 3 planners that I used, a bigger like A5 size planner, whether it was a true A5, an Erin Condren, or a Happy Planner. Then I had a personal size planner. Then I also had a small daily style planner. But since about October, I have been in a various personal size planners. I kind of switched them out like purses. Like this one's going to be for January. Then I already know which one I'm going to use for February. And I think I already know which one I'm going to use for March. If I get more planners, I really don't know. But yeah, I'm a personal size girl. I love the Filofax Original and the Color Crush planners. I'm pretty sure it's the button and the snap closure that I just love. So I am not going to really talk about my Carpe Diem right now. I'm going to do that in another video. But I sat down and watched a whole bunch of videos to see what other people were doing that I might like to incorporate. So I just wrote down a checklist of all the things that I wanted to put in my new planner to incorporate for 2016, and I just kept this in my planner. I actually slit the pages so I could move it around, which I plan on doing a lot for this next coming year. So all of this is going to end up in my 2016 planner. So first off, the inspiration for this planner, and I also do a lot of themes it's really a design, planning is really a design thing for me. It's a way to be creative. It's a way to put colors and patterns together and just to create something and feel like I'm being creative. I don't work in a creative job. I do my blog and things on the side, so that's pretty much creative. But I really just like to pair things up, match things up. That's why I collect scrapbook paper. I like doing that sort of thing. So I went to Target. Well, first off, the inspiration for this planner was the new Target collection for this year. There's like a really bright, like pinks and greens and blues, like bright, I don't know, it's kind of, I want to say Kate Spady looking to me, but the one that I was really inspired by was this like soft floral set that they have. These are the 3 hole punch, like full-size binder dividers that I put through my Cricut and cut out the tabs. You can see this tab fits right in there. Cut out the dividers for this planner using this. And so, I mean, I just went to the to the Target dollar spot and picked these up. I searched in Virginia for them, and I was going to search in Michigan when I landed from my plane ride, but I was like so exhausted that I didn't. And then I went to my Target that's like half an hour away and found everything that I could ever want. So I'm very excited I got my hands on this. I'd actually made dividers previously, and then when I bought these, I was like, nope, I'm gonna have to make the dividers that I had originally planned on. So that is that. And again, I have the same sort of setup in here. I actually used my what do you call it, my silhouette for the first time like ever to actually design in the silhouette software and create these little tabs on this clear type of paper. It's Avery, like full sheet clear somethings or others. I don't really know what they're called. I don't know where the sheet or where the box is, but I just made a whole bunch, so when I do my tabs for my next planner, I'll have that as well, because I probably pretty much don't plan on changing anything when it comes to that. So I just labeled them this time, so because I had never labeled my dividers before. Where did this guy go? So he is going to live right here. I'm going to use the same washi tape that was holding him down before. One of the things I wanted to incorporate in my new planner was a task sort of checklist kind of thing. I used this Staedtler pen, this Le Pen pen that came in my Scribble Pens mystery kit thingy to make this on a Project Life card. And this is just going to be for my task list. Task list. Now, I do use the ombre heart checklist or the heart checklist flag kind of thing that, you know, everybody else does. And I kind of already went through the process about, you know, I checked it off when it was done and I scratched through it when I didn't do it. And I planned on either moving it or thinking about when I would get it done. So I wanted to make an official, key, I guess you would. And this is more common in like a bullet journal style, and I really do like bullet journaling or the idea of it, but I don't know if I can get into doing it. So we're gonna move on to the month tab, and I'm actually going to, I think I have an extra month in here. Yep, I'm gonna take it out of here and I'm gonna move these months over. I think I am gonna leave the last month in there though. Oop. These notes pages are from that same collection, or sticky notes rather, are from that same collection from Target. So I'm just going to move both December and January. So like that would be January. And then also the blank one for February in case I need to put anything over. And actually, I'm just going to put this extra one in there because it's not really going to hurt it to keep it in there. So there's that. My next tab is my weekly, and I actually take out everything. I do have the last week of November in here, but I do take out everything from December, which I guess I can do like a quick sort of flip through. So this was Thanksgiving week, and I kind of used a lot of stickers, and this was really like a lazy weekend kind of thing. Then this week was the first week of December, so I wanted to do like a mild December theme. These habit trackers are in my shop. They're printable in my shop, as well as these Bill Do ones. The other elements in here are from a Doris sticker book. And then also, I think it's... Oh, what's wrong, puppy? I will have to link it down below. I can't remember. It's like Miss Plans Printables or something like that on Etsy that I downloaded, this printable sticker, again, with some Doris stickers here. And then this is from that printable thing, this one. This is available in my shop too. The computer, and then also like the filming slate. And then the next one, I used the Gumdrop Christmas theme, which is still in my shop, to do this spread, and it comes with printable icons and everything like that. And I use the Santa's Soda Fountain, I think, Doris sticker book for that. This one, I use some of my own stickers, as well as, this is a KG Planner sticker, as well as Scroll Prints Co.'s birthday set, because this was my birthday week. And then this is the week that I flew home. Ooh, did you hear the fireworks? This is the week that I flew home for Christmas, and so I had my flight there. And what I did was I just placed stickers down, and we made cookies. So I placed a little Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. But I just placed stickers down, and then I filled it in as we did the things that we did, because I still wanted to, you know, mark the things that I did. And I used like the traditional Christmas or something, Doris sticker book. And then this is starting this week. So I'm going to set these aside and put them in what I keep my old layouts in. So this is starting this week, and this is partially Happy New Year, Scribble Prints Co. Free Printable, One Orange Snowflake. These are some free printables I got in a blog. These little asterisks and this like to-do thing, and these little guys are from Papered Kiss. So that is that. I'm not going to be using this page marker anymore. You know what I didn't do? Didn't flip the daggone thing. So flip that to week and start laying that down. Put those in there. And then I'm going to put the rest. I think I have to print more inserts, but I try not to keep too much in there at a time if I can help it. But these are week on 4 pages. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it repeats Monday, Tuesday. These are not free printables. These are printables in my shop. I do have a free A5 or half letter size on my blog that I will link below. But these are printable in my shop. It has a different font because I wanted to keep it consistent with the rest of my inserts in my shop. And then for my divider tab thing, or whatever you call it, like my page marker, I'm going to use this little piece of laminated plastic to divide it up. And I like this because you can see through it, and you can see everything that you need to do. So anyway, then we have the daily tab, which I already moved from here. I already moved the daily routines that I do, or I guess the morning and night routines that I do, and I'm also going to move my daily planner pages over. There's a similar planner page style thing to this in my Etsy shop. It's not exactly this because these are only for personal use, this font here, so I can't sell it because that's against the terms of use of the download that I got. But these are my daily pages. This Christmas tracker I made on my free on my blog, but I just use washi tape, and I kind of have blog, Etsy, YouTube. I have certain days that I do certain things, and then I just, you know, write down what needs to be done. This is more of a less pretty tracking notes, kind of this is what needs to be done. I also use my stickers to put in this box that says schedule. I also put that in, and these fit. This is 1.5 inches, so it will fit Erin Condren style stickers. The same one in the shop will do that as well. Both these two columns here are 1.5 inches wide, so they'll fit your Erin Condren stickers. So I just use that, and I don't keep these for the most part. I think I'm just going to throw them away. I'm going to set them aside for right now. So then we'll move into what I have deemed my work tab, which is really just blog, Etsy, and YouTube. This is my weekly I guess like work schedule. I will link down below. I'm not going to go into too much detail about my routines. On Monday, I work on the blog. On Tuesday, I film YouTube stuff. Wednesdays, Etsy. Thursdays, Etsy and YouTube. Fridays, filming, etc., etc., etc. So I try to keep that sort of thing so I can, you know, just not procrastinate. And then it also corresponds with here, like if this is a Monday, I'm going to circle blog and write what needs to be done for the blog first. If I do have an Etsy task or something, I'll write it at the bottom or put it at the to-do or write it on the next day or something like that. So this is just the schedule I try to keep. These are from the Target dollar spot as well. These little note stickers here, sticky notes, I don't know what I'm trying to say. So we'll open this up. This is also going to be my page marker / divider. Happy New Year! Can you hear the fireworks? I don't even know. I don't even know what time it is. How am I gonna do this? So this is all of my blog section. I'm just gonna transfer it in here and then sort of walk you through it. I probably don't need a lot of this anymore. This is, okay, so this is how I used to do my planner. This is pretty interesting here. So this is how I used to do my blog planner, is I would have the ideas on one side and then I would write out the month at the top, the days on the far right, then the second column would be the number of the day, and then I marked with a dot, make it Monday, because that's the DIY post that I do every week. I try to do one every week, and I make that the most important thing to do because DIY is why I got into blogging, so I want to make sure I'm sharing, you know, DIY things. And then I would just write down, I have certain blog topics. I will link a post down below because I'm not going to try. This video is already going to be 300 years long. So I would just write down the various topics or whatnot. And then this is November ideas in the middle. I started making these inserts that have the same sort of layout, the day of the week, the number of the day, and then where to write the post at, as well as the weekends sort of grayed out. I kept that into December, but I also started using these little page flags. Amazing way to use the page flags from the Target dollar spot. So I also had a little middle-y kind of post, or middle-y notes page with my blog ideas, and I would use that same sort of thing. And now we are in January, and I have sort of mapped out what I want to do. So I'm going to go back through actually and take out what I don't need, because that's just kind of clogging up my thing here. And I'm also going to take out this and put in this one. I don't think, I had some notes on the back of this, but they're not important. So now I can see better than this Project Life thing that I cut down between each post. So then these are Facebook groups I can post in. These are beauty reviews I want to do. Then I have some other notes pages just for blog ideas and things like that. The next tab is Etsy. So let's move over here. I don't really use this tab. I want to use it more. I have a little Etsy notebook from Minted that I actually use, but I need to use this notebook more, or this section more, and I think I'm going to put grid paper in there. So that's another idea I need to keep in mind. So I'm just going to fill that up. There's nothing really special to talk about in there. My YouTube section, let's trim, slice these guys. I'm actually going to go through and slice all of my pages. I forgot to do that, and I thought I would do it while I was setting this up, but obviously that's not happening. So we'll go into my YouTube section. So I just have some video ideas here. Then we move into the same sort of thing that I did before. This was my to film section, or filming ideas, and I had days that I would film on. And then I did the same sort of thing where I listed the day, but this time I only did Monday through Friday because I knew I was only going to post Monday through Friday. And my old schedule was 3 videos a week, but now, along with 3 blog posts a week, but it became too much. So I decided to just do 2 posts a week, and I didn't even do that really in December. So I decided to do this sort of schedule, whereas I would just have the dates per week that I was going to post. So 12/14 and 12/17, that's what the posts were for that week. 12/21 and 12/24, etc., etc. Then we have this. I haven't decorated this. This is why this is not really that great. So now this is my January schedule. During the first week, I'm going to do a video on 1/5 and 1/7. The next week, 1/12 and 1/14, etc., etc. And I have that set up for, what is this, February as well. So that's what I'm going to keep on doing. I'm going to take out this page because I do not need it. But this is my January schedule, February schedule, everything like that. Finances. These are from this little thing at Target. Planner accessories is what it says. You're supposed to be able to put this in a half-size binder. They have some at the Target Dollar Spot. They have some in the back. But this has holes punched, this has hole punched, and this has holes punched as well. So that's where I got these sticky notes from. So this is the expense tracker that I'm going to be using for this year. This, I am so bad at doing my expenses, not doing my expenses, but like just tracking and budgeting and like actually paying attention. I would say I'm pretty good with money, as in like knowing what I have and, you know, not spending it all, but I don't ever really track it. So these are the monthly budgeting inserts that are available in the shop in both personal and A5 size. It has a place to write the month, your starting balance, so like what is in your checking account when you start the month, what you expect your income to be. I get paid bi-weekly, so I would put that I expect to have in my bank account this X amount of money. Actual income. I know, for example, in January, I'm going to have unused vacation days that they're going to pay me for, and that'll be on my first check. So at the end of the month, I will kind of know this is what I actually earned, but I'm going to base all of my budgeting on my expected income. So then this middle part here is for your expenses, and I've labeled the middle column bill, payment, expense, etc. So you can put the date, the name of the expense, the amount, and if it's been paid. So the mortgage or the NIPSCO bill or the trash bill or something like that can go all the way down. I kind of section it off personally. Me personally, the way I do this is if it's an expense that I kind of don't really know about, but I want to mark it in here, if that makes any sense, I'll put it in this like bottom section, and then all the things I know I have to pay will be up here. So I mark like my credit card payments, things like that. So this total at the bottom is going to be all of the expenses that you did. Then I also have a section here for savings. I mark especially 2 deposits a month that automatically come out of my check and go into my savings account. So that would be taken from the expected income. So deposit 1 on what date and any extra I put in, things like that. There's also a place for a starting balance in your savings account. And then this balance here I use for the balance from the income. At the end of the month, I sort of go through and tally all of this stuff up. So this ending balance is going to be the starting balance for the next month. Yada, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, taking in account for actual income and things like that. I find this to be super helpful when I'm trying to plan out things and to see it all in front of me. So there is that. Like I said, these are available in the shop. All my downloads are $3.50, whether it's A5 or personal size. So, you know, you can get A5 or you can get personal size. I also believe personal size fits in compact. So if you want to take this on the go, you can definitely put it in your compact planner. The next section is my routines. Oh, they're in here. I was looking for these inserts. So anyway, the next section is my home or my routines section. This is my favorite section. I love routines, and I honestly do not know why, but I really do love routines. So first off, we're going to move everything over from this planner. So the first thing I have is my weekly chore routine. At the end of the day, when I come home, one of the first things I do is clean or tidy or whatever in a certain room or area for 30 minutes. Monday, it's the living room / office area. Tuesday, it's the kitchen / dining room. Wednesday, it's the bathrooms. Thursday, it's the bedrooms. Friday, I do a little bit of tidy because it's Friday. Ain't nobody want to clean on Friday. Saturday is laundry. And Sunday, ain't nobody want to clean on a Sunday. So that's tidy as well. Then I also have on the back a sort of monthly calendar kind of thing. There's no dates. It's just when the weeks in the calendar certain things happen. Like I always get Sweetie's nails and a bath at the beginning of the month, or every other month for the bath, really. What was I saying? In the first week of the month. Then when the trash goes out, when generally bills are due, that kind of thing. Then next, I have, what is this? Cleaning routines, which I need to go through. I found another app. It's called the Motivated Moms app that I really want to work my routines into this app on my phone. But these are just my routines, what I do in each room when it's time to be in that room. And I need to go through and define those a little bit more because there's things I forget to do that I know need to be done, but I completely forget it. Then I updated these cleaning guys. This is my like master room cleaning sort of list. So I have one for the living room, one for the office, one for the kitchen and dining room, downstairs bathroom. Oh, that said kitchen, dining room. I don't know what that other one said then. Upstairs bathroom, bedroom, upstairs spare room, shed, and garage, which honestly, the garage could have some things listed in it, but the shed is completely done. I never went in and filled this in because there's just too much shit in there, but the shed is completely done. But you can see I crossed off some things and I also added in some things. So all the things that weren't crossed off or all the things that were added in, I have added to my new little setup in here, which is the same sort of thing. So this is for the living room. I actually made, using my silhouette, I think I'm going to put these in the shop too, these glitter page flag things. It's not going to be a silhouette file. It'll be a printable PDF. That's what I sell right now. But it'll be glitter page flag kind of dealios. So I labeled this one living room and I added the things that need to be done, the office, the spare room, things like that. So this is all the things I need to sort of focus on. And I think that's all. This is the master house list, but everything is either checked off or moved to one of these little sheets. These little sheets here. I don't know why I have to do notes pages in there. Then I also added into the shop these weekly routine guys. I want to try and use this. I've seen people where they make it one thing and then they use a chunk for like a month. These start on a Monday because that's how all the printables in my shop start. That's how Erin Condren starts. That's how a lot of people's planners start, and that's how my brain thinks. So I always do Monday through Sunday. However, the monthly pages do go Sunday to Saturday because that's also how I think in the monthly view. So that's how it's going to be. But these are personal size. I believe I also have them in A5. Like routine guys. So you can write your routine in here and mark it off when you did it. So like workout, okay, mark it off on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. Drink your water, whatever, clean, whatever you want to do to track. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this yet, but I really wanted to make these and I really wanted to put them in the routine section of my planner. So then we have the notes pages, and I always do a themed notes pages. So all of these are from the Target Dollar Spot. This one isn't peeled all the way. I just ripped it. Friggin' wonderful. So anyway, these are from the Target Dollar Spot. the recent collection. These are also from the Target Dollar Spot. These are from the watercolor collection. I trimmed off the top where it says something like to-do list or whatever. This is from the newer collection. I trimmed off the top as well. This is from an older collection. I had to trim these down as well. This is one of my favorite collections. I'm actually bought this off a chick off of Instagram. And then this is from the little planner accessories thing that I had too. And then this is the extras section where I'm going to put, actually I forgot I need to transfer a few things over from the notes, which I think I'm going to put in expenses actually. Let's move back up here. So this is my like to buy and waiting on kind of thing that I actually do need to go back through and revise. So this is like my purchase list, and I just have these sticky notes so I can peel this off and keep reusing this page. And then I also have waiting on or things I'm tracking. These were all my which I can mark this guy off. These were all of my Black Friday orders, so I can go through and mark those off. So then we went to the home, notes, extras. I'm going to move all of this over, my 2 top-loading envelopes with my page flags and my canceled and rescheduled stickers. I need to put more stickers in here, I just haven't done it. And then my little flyleaf that I use as a page lifter. I covered the notebook that came with the Filofax in gold and teal washi tape from Michaels. It's the Recollections brand that's new and out right now. So yeah, I also have a Sunday routine that I need to keep in mind that I want to do. So I'm just going to tuck this in the back for right now because I need to make that more official. So that is my setup. I'm also going to use some of these guys, I think, to mark some stuff. This needs to go into my YouTube section here. And then I'm going to use, where do we go? Daily. I got these from Heidi Swap in Michaels, I believe. This is also a Heidi Swap. It's like a little tiny one though. Maybe I'll just keep using that one. I don't know. I just thought these were super cute. So I'm just going to put this on here because that's how I keep those pinned together. This little panda guy, I'm not quite sure what he's marking. I might have to fix that. So that is the basic setup of my planner, of my Nude Filofax. I love personal size planners. I don't feel like I need anything more. I think this fills all of my needs. I also want to make some stickers that might be able to slide down in here that I can use. Definitely need to put some more stickers in the back. But yeah, I'm excited to get into using this friggin' planner. Yeah, so I gotta plan this next week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, kind of. I just like seeing actual, you know, functional planner setups. That's just my favorite thing to watch. So I hope this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would love for you to stick around. You can find more about planners and DIYs and everything else on my blog. It's 516thblog.com. I will talk to you on my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.